Right, well with us we have Steve and Paul from the Sex Pistols, who whether they like it or not, have got the hottest record, hottest album in Britain at the moment. Welcome to the show, Stephen.
Hello.
First of all, can we go back, going over, say, a year ago, because down in the land down under, we didn't know that much about you until Anarchy in the UK, which caused a storm both in the UK and then eventually down in Australia with EMI. Can you tell us a little bit about the group before you actually broke or signed up with EMI? When you've been
I forgot.
It's only a year ago.
Paul?
Well, before we signed with EMI?
Yeah. I mean, what were you doing?
Yeah, we was just playing around clubs in London. Built up a big following, and that led up to the signing with EMI. They signed us about this time last year, I think.
And at that stage, I mean, was there any aggro as far as the company was concerned? I mean,
Who with?
With between the group and the company. I mean,
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, as soon as we started, they tried to tell us what single to bring out straight away, which was the wrong thing to do. They tried to tell us to bring out, I think it was Vacant straight away, but we wanted Anarchy in the UK, and we got it, and they didn't like that, so it was crap right from the start.
now the row with EMI was over really what? I mean, what was the true story behind the break with EMI, Stephen?
Don't know, still don't know. There was a lot of things, a lot of rumours saying that, they were just scared of us, really. Like, they wanted us at first as a novelty, and like, once they got us, they were scared of us.
Scared in what respect, though?
Well, after that Grundy thing, they shit themselves, they didn't know what to do with us.
Yeah.
Then we went to, where was it?
A&M.
Amsterdam.
Oh, that's right.
And like,
What's that?
It's a couple of birds.
where? Oh, one of them. And when we went to Amsterdam, like, the press at the airport said we shit and puked up everywhere, and like we didn't. And we got to Amsterdam, we got a letter saying that they wanted to withdraw their contract, so they did. And we didn't have a rental company then.
They give us £40,000.
Well, at that stage, Anarchy in the UK had already been released, both UK, Europe, and down
Yeah, but
in Australia.
they stopped bringing it out.
Yeah, they stopped bringing
They wouldn't
it out.
stock it. Like, they made out like no one could get in the records, but they just didn't fucking bother getting it out, putting it out anyway.
Right. And then after that, there was a lull, and then you were signed up.
A bit of a
Bit of a
lull.
lull.
Bit of a lull, and you were signed up then with A&M.
Yeah, for a week.
For a week, yeah.
For a week. And then again, there was all the money thing, and they opted out of their contract. And then I read how you as a group were finding it rather frustrating in the sense that all you wanted to do was go out and play and put down a record. Was it that frustrating at that stage?
Well, I wanted to get it rattled out, but like,
Yeah?
it didn't fucking matter because like, they had all that dough, like, so we spent it.
And what actually happened to the money? I mean, did you put it away, or you didn't really spend it all? You couldn't.
Oh, we put it
Down
in,
the pub.
put it into funds.
Yeah.
We give it to
We
charity.
give it to Oxfam.
Right. So then after that,
So punks could get their clothes for nothing, see.
Virgin Records signed you up, but by this stage you were sort of becoming cult heroes. I mean, is that what you wanted to happen?
No, we wanted.
As far as the press was
No,
concerned?
we wanted to play. We hadn't been allowed to play. It's right from that Bill Grundy thing. Everyone got really paranoid right away, all the way since then. We just ain't been allowed to play, and it all started from that, really.
Now, with the companies, the record companies, since I've been over here and just chatting around, there's been a lot of debate about whether, in fact, Bill Grundy was the one that was at fault by edging you all on.
Well, no, it's just like if you walk down the fucking road, like me, if someone wants an argument, you give him an argument back, didn't you?
Yeah.
And like he started it, he said, go on, you get another 5 seconds. So,
What
like,
did you say, Steve?
I just fucking give him a load of abuse, like.
Yeah.
And he asked for it, didn't he?
Were you surprised then the next day when all the publicity hit the daily papers and spread right across the world?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It's like, you know, they put all that on the front fucking page for all that, just for swearing on the television.
We
Fucking
forgot about
stupid,
it.
isn't it?
We forgot about the whole thing a couple of hours after. And we didn't expect nothing to happen from it.
Okay, now, with, a year later, after sort of being, with the release of the Anarchy in the UK, you've now been sort of hailed as the leaders of the the new wave music or punk rock bands.
That's right.
But I mean, but there's 1,000,001 around. I mean, what are your opinion now of the bands that are around?
Well, they're all right. I mean, like, they're trying. I mean, it's better to go and see them than Led Zeppelin, isn't it? Or someone like that. It's better they want to get involved with something different than what they've had over the past 8 or 10 years before we started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Has it affected you musically, like with it being recording, songwriting or anything like that, with all the controversy that has raged over the last, say, 12 months?
Yeah, we just like to write songs what upset people even more now.
Are you purposely going out to upset people?
No, but people upset us, so like, we just do everything we can to get on their nerves.
Are you all, or are you two anti-establishment?
It's up to other people to decide, isn't it?
We
don't go out to say, oh, we're anti-establishment, we're this, we're that.
We just do what we want to do.
We're just ourselves.
Yeah.
If people don't like it, tough.
Like, for instance, when you brought out God Save the Queen, a lot of people in the daily press, and then in some of the cases in the musical press, said you were anti-royalists. Are you anti-royalists?
Well, no. I've never met the Queen in my life, so why should I want to know her? Is it big?
I mean, do you think, well, let's
don't
go on.
bother about it. We don't bother about it. We just don't care about the Queen.
She don't give a fuck about us, does she?
Yeah, but not bothering about it, then why write a song about it?
Why not?
We was writing a song about how much we don't like her.
Yeah. On that,
Nothing wrong with that. It's only a statement, isn't it? Saying something what you feel, just because you put it on a record.
Now with Pretty Vacant, which was probably now one of the easiest going singles to go onto the charts, because there wasn't the flack that was coming out of the other two. Is that the way you prefer it to be, like just to get on with the music and not worry about so much the bullshit that surrounds
but we
things?
get bullshit all the time from people. We're just trying to do what we want to do all the time. We just get bullshit all the time, non-stop.
But from whom? From your recording
Everyone,
company?
yeah. Not just them, everyone. All the press, everyone, all the media, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
just won't leave us alone.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, like, you could pick up, I mean, for literally 8 months running, you could find that...
You can pick up the Sun today and find us in there.
Yeah, but I mean, like for 8 months running, like, you found Sounds and an NME, and now even Melody Maker and Record Mirror, sort of giving you short space, say, this time a year ago, but sort of claiming you as a potentially good group, to now, where we're on the front cover every week. Did you get bored with that? I mean, what was your attitude towards that every week?
Music papers. Yeah, they got nothing better to write about, I suppose, you know. They're just as fed up as writing about all the old shit groups as well.
It just sells their papers, putting us in it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like putting us on the front, it just sells their papers. It's a bit stupid, really.
Now, on the live side of things, is it proving frustrating for you that you're unable to play at a lot of gigs?
Yeah, of course
For
it is.
many reasons.
What, that we can't play live?
Mm.
Yeah, of course it is. We want to play live. That's the idea of being in a group, but we ain't been allowed to.
We seem to have got more fucking successful not playing anywhere than we have playing, but like, we want to play, you know.
Yeah. What about a possible tour, you know, going to either America or to Asia or down to Australia?
Well, we're going to Australia sometime next year, but don't know where.
Yeah, we're
when.
starting a tour that'll take us all over the world. I think next year we should be constantly.
Tell them about your mate.
Constantly
out there.
touring. Oh yeah, my mate in Australia.
You've got a
My
mate in Australia.
What's his name?
Danny.
And where do you think he
if
is?
he's still there, he's on the run.
He's on the run,
Yeah.
is he? I see.
I've got a mate out
Let's
there.
hope he's stopped enough to see the telly.
I've got a mate out there as well.
Hi, Danny.
Now listen,
His name's Bruce.
his name's Bruce.
It'd be
There's
easy
a lot of
to
Bruces
find.
out there.
It'd be
actually.
easy to find, wouldn't it?
No, listen. Now back to music. On the album side, you've just released your first album, and it's gone to #1 within a day in England on the British charts, on the albums charts. Does it worry you that you're perhaps too big now?
No, we don't. Like, we don't think of it as being famous. I mean, like, I still, you know, it's
Just still feel the same. I don't feel famous at all. Like we don't drive about in limousines or anything. We just doing the same things now as we done a year ago.
Yeah, but I mean, you might, but the thing is that there's a million people out there that don't think that anymore.
Yeah, I
they
know,
think that the Sex Pistols, and rightly so, are the #1 group in the country now. I mean, does it frighten you at all?
Don't bother me, no.
No?
No.
What about yourself? Does it bother you?
I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Has it proved to be a hassle though that suddenly you've
Eat
shot?
my mate, fuck.
You can.
Has it proved to be a hassle that you've suddenly, you know, shot into this sort of status of becoming?
Well, it's just like,
One of them things, isn't it?
you know, like if we started out just being different, so like we're getting our, you know, we sort of like paid our dues all our fucking life, and like we're just getting something back for it, because like we started out, we didn't want to be nice and everything to please it. We just want to do what we want to do. Like, no, everyone hated us, and then all of a sudden we sort of like become famous through that.
Now, on the songwriting side of the group, I mean, are you all writing songs now or what?
Yeah, we all write the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like now, take Anarchy in the UK, and you were saying just a moment ago that you thought it was perhaps it came out too early.
Yeah. Came out this time last year and weren't really big then at all, the punk rock movement, you know.
Do you think it was slightly overshadowed by the controversy that was going around it? I mean, just on punk rock.
No one took no notice of the music at all. All they was worried about was the front page headlines and everything, and no one even bothered to listen to the records, and they didn't realise how good it was.
Yeah, God Save the Queen sort of was obviously something that was going to cause a lot of controversy as far as whether you liked it or not. Pretty Vacant, people have taken it pretty serious and to your favour. I mean, you must be pretty happy about the way Pretty Vacant was treated.
I don't know. I didn't really like Pretty Vacant. But like...
In what respect? You didn't like it musically, or the
Yeah.
way it was recorded, or what?
Yeah, well no, I just didn't like it. I never liked the song that much. I mean, like, everyone else likes it, so like...
Is it hard for for the group to go in and reproduce the sound you're getting on stage? I mean, you've got so much energy. I mean, like, is it hard in
No,
the
it's
studio?
better live than it is on record.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to recreate it in the studios, in the recorded studios.
Not really. No, because like we argue so much that the frustration comes out when we actually play it and things like that.
We all know what we want when we go in the studio and what sounds we want, and so it comes pretty natural to us, you know.
Now, on if I can be a bit personal with both of you.
What colour pants have you got on?
No.
Don't look
What did your parents think of it when you first formed the group, and what did they think when this time last year when all the rage was going on about
Parents? I ain't seen my mum and dad about fucking 4 years.
Haven't you? What about yourself?
they don't care. My mum really likes our records. She likes No Fun the best.
Yeah. And what about what about when God Save the Queen came out, and then again all the controversy raged, and then the Bill Grundy television thing? Was she worried then?
Nah, she used to go around arguing with people in our favour.
Yeah.
If everyone had a go at her, you know, she used to argue back on our side. She's, you know, they don't care.
Now, coming to the album, there was a lot of talk that the group didn't want any of the singles on the album. And I suppose one has to believe what they read.
Yeah, it's all Bruce's fault.
You asked
He
him
wanted
that,
them on the
didn't
album.
Yeah.
He made us.
And there was also a story how at one stage one of your producers was saying that there were some mislaid master tapes that got washed out in the rain or something like that.
What was that? I ain't heard that one. I ain't heard that rumour.
Oh, that's a new story.
That's a new
going
one.
around. Yeah, that's a new one going around about the Pistols. Are you completely happy with the album?
What now? Yeah.
As
Yeah,
far
I'm
as
just glad it's out and everything. It's been such a long time, you know.
yeah.
But it's good, it's a good album. It's really good.
Now the current single, "Holidays in the Sun."
It's about an holiday in Berlin.
About a what?
It's about a holiday in Berlin.
We went for an holiday for a week. Melton wanted to get us out of the way for a week, so we just wrote a song about it.
And when do you actually write your songs? Sort of when you're rehearsing, or just
Yeah, we'll go down the studio and just work it all out. Like if there's a few ideas, like everyone else puts some ideas into it.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, like there's a lot of arguing that I don't like this bit, I don't like that bit, but like in the end, like you get a song out of it, so it's worth it.
So what can we look forward to from the Pistols over the next 6 months then? Now that you've got this album out of the way.
touring, playing as much as we can.
Yeah.
We're doing a big, like, tour. Is it worldwide or what?
Yeah, as many
Yeah,
countries as we can go
worldwide
to
tour.
next year.
Yeah.
It'll probably be Australia. Well, it will definitely be Australia in that and all.
And obviously you're looking forward to that now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bit of sunshine.
Okay, well listen, thanks very much for coming on the
You can
show.
invite all the kangaroos to our gigs.
To do the pogo.
Yeah.
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 Put a
Thanks.
safety pin in the email.
Thanks for... Thanks. Could you imagine kangaroos with safety pins?
They do
Walking around.
pogo, don't they?
Yeah. Thanks for coming on the show. You've been made out, and especially down in Australia, it's been the most impossible group to get along with. And all I
Well-
can say is it's been a pleasure talking to you.
We're reasonable.
Yeah, not bad at all.
I wished I could say the same, mate.
Thank you.